particularly careful with performing duties so that public does not become victims of any rudeness. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman asks SSF at founding anniversary, urges carrying out responsibilities with highest professionalism. British High Commissioner Sarah Cook pays courtesy call on Prime Minister Tariq Rahman, hopes existing relations between two countries to strengthen further. Government has long-term plans regarding treatment, rehabilitation, employment and monthly honorarium for July warriors. Liberation War Affairs Minister informs সংসদ. Government wants to build integrated transport system through buses, metro and monorail, says Road Transport and Bridges Minister. From now on, SSC and HSC examinations of all education boards to be conducted with same question papers, informs Education Minister. All stakeholders in media agree to work together to ensure environment for independent media, says Information and Broadcasting Minister. State Minister for Information and Broadcasting calls upon media to go for constructive criticism with pointing out mistakes of government. US President Donald Trump and Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian signed Memorandum of Understanding to pave way for ceasefire and subsequent talks. And in FIFA World Cup football, England beat Croatia 4-2 and Democratic Republic Congo hold Portugal 1-1 draw. Assalamu alaikum viewers, this is Upoma Shaha with you, welcoming you to the news at 10. You have just heard the headlines, now moving on to the details. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman has urged the Special Security Force SSF to ensure that security arrangements do not isolate him from ordinary citizens, saying public trust and affection remain his greatest source of strength. The Prime Minister made the remarks while addressing a program organized at the Prime Minister's office in the city's Tejgaon area today, marking the 40th founding anniversary of the SSF. He said the SSF must maintain a delicate balance between protecting the head of government and ensuring the comfort and convenience of citizens, adding that the force's professionalism is reflected in how effectively it manages such situations. He stressed the need for SSF personnel to remain prepared through modern and up-to-date training, saying there is no room for a specialized force to lag behind in courage, skills, strategy or technology. He assured the force that the government will continue taking all necessary measures to further strengthen its professional capabilities in line with evolving global standards. The Prime Minister also urged SSF members to treat citizens with respect while performing their duties.
যাতে সরকার প্রধানকে জনগণ থেকে দূরে ঠেলে না দেওয়া হয়, এই সফিস্টিকেটেড বাহিনীর হিসাবে সেদিকেও বিশেষভাবে লক্ষ্য রাখার জন্য আমি আপনাদের প্রতি বিশেষভাবে আহ্বান জানাই। এসএসএফ এর মতো বিশেষিত বাহিনীর জন্য আধুনিক নিরাপত্তা কৌশল এবং প্রযুক্তিগত দক্ষতা অর্জনের পাশাপাশি প্রতিটি সদস্যের সাহস, সততা, বিশ্বস্ততা, সর্বোচ্চ পেশাদারিত্ব, নিয়মানুবর্তিতা এবং সর্বোপরি চেইন অফ কমান্ড, এই বিষয়গুলো কঠোরভাবে মেনে চলা অপরিহার্য। আধুনিক বিশ্বের সঙ্গে তাল মিলিয়ে এসএসএফকে আরো কর্মদক্ষ করে গড়ে তোলার লক্ষ্যে সরকার প্রয়োজনীয় সব ধরনের পদক্ষেপ অব্যাহত রাখবে ইনশাআল্লাহ। অবশ্যই আপনারা গুরুত্বপূর্ণ ব্যক্তিদের নিরাপত্তাকে সর্বোচ্চ প্রাধান্য দেবেন, তবে দায়িত্ব পালন করতে গিয়ে জনগণ যাতে কোনো রকম রূঢ় ব্যবহারের শিকার না হন সেদিকেও আপনাদেরকে বিশেষভাবে নজর রাখার জন্য আমি আহ্বান করব। আপনারা দেশের সর্বোচ্চ পেশাদারিত্বের সঙ্গে দায়িত্ব পালন অব্যাহত রাখবেন।
The Director General of the SSF Major General Mahbub Samad Chaudhary delivered the welcome address at the event. Home Minister Salahuddin Ahmed, Prime Minister's Defence Advisor, Brigadier General retired Dr. A.K.M. Shamsul Islam, and Prime Minister's Principal Secretary A.B.M. Abdus Sattar were present, among others. A documentary on the activities of the SSF was screened during the event. Later, Prime Minister Tariq Rahman cut a cake to mark the 40th anniversary of the SSF. Earlier, Prime Minister Tariq Rahman inaugurated the modern indoor firing range of the Special Security Force SSF. On that occasion, Prime Minister Tariq Rahman also planted a neem sapling beside the indoor firing range building. A cabinet meeting was held with Prime Minister Tariq Rahman in chair. The meeting took place this evening in the cabinet room of the Jatiyo সংসদ Bhavan. Members of the cabinet were present at the meeting. British High Commissioner to Bangladesh Sarah Cook paid a courtesy call on Prime Minister Tariq Rahman and expressed interest in investment in Bangladesh's aviation sector once the third terminal of Hazrat Shah Jalal International Airport is launched. The British High Commissioner met the Prime Minister at his office in the Jatiyo সংসদ Bhavan today. During the meeting, the British envoy expressed the hope that the existing relations between Bangladesh and the United Kingdom would further strengthen under the current government. At the meeting, the British side proposed cooperation in the fields of technical education and vocational training in Bangladesh. The issue discussed in the meeting included increasing bilateral trade between the two countries as well as expanding British investment in Bangladesh, which would create new employment opportunities in the country. Foreign Minister Dr. Khalilur Rahman and Prime Minister's Advisor on Foreign Affairs Humayun Kabir were present at the meeting. Later, Chinese Ambassador to Dhaka Yao Wen paid a courtesy call on the Prime Minister Tariq Rahman. The meeting took place at the Prime Minister's office in the Jatiyo সংসদ Bhavan. At the beginning of the meeting, the Chinese ambassador congratulated Bangladesh on the election of Dr. Khalilur Rahman as the President of the United Nations General Assembly for the 2026-2027 session. During the meeting, discussions were held on further strengthening bilateral relations between China and Bangladesh. Special emphasis was placed on enhancing trade, commerce, investment, technical education, and people-to-people ties between the two countries. Liberation War Affairs Minister Ahmed Azam Khan today informed the Jatiyo সংসদ that the government has adopted a long-term plan for the treatment, rehabilitation, employment and monthly honorarium allowances for the July warriors who were injured during the July mass uprising. The minister informed this while replying to a tabled question in the Jatiyo সংসদ today. The Liberation War Affairs Minister said that July warriors who were injured in the July mass uprising are being provided free medical treatment at government hospitals. He said the government is taking necessary steps through the Ministry of Liberation War Affairs to send seriously injured July warriors abroad for advanced medical treatment based on the recommendations of medical boards and proposals from the Health Services Division. Bangladesh missions in the respective countries are overseeing their treatment. The minister said so far 152 seriously injured July warriors have been sent to Thailand, Singapore, Turkey and Russia for advanced medical treatment. Of them, 102 have returned to Bangladesh after completing their treatment, while 50 July warriors are currently undergoing medical treatment abroad, the minister added. Earlier, the House resumes its sitting with Speaker Hafizuddin Ahmed in the chair. Prime Minister and Leader of the House, Tariq Rahman, attended the session. Meanwhile, taking floor in point of order, Home Minister Salahuddin Ahmed said no member of the current parliament can be described as a loan defaulter, as Bangladesh's election laws clearly bar loan defaulters from contesting elections and obtaining nominations. Later, general discussion on the national budget for 2026-27 fiscal year was held in the Parliament. The House is adjourned till 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday next. Road Transport Minister Sheikh Robiul Alam has announced that 4 bus terminals in the capital will be relocated outside Dhaka within the next 2 to 2.5 years. He also said that the government has decided to stop the practice of picking up passengers indiscriminately across the city and instead operate buses under different company-based management systems. The minister made these remarks today during a dialogue organized by the BSRF at the Secretariat. At the event, he also stated that around 400 new rail coaches and locomotives are being procured to improve the quality of railway services. He added that a monorail system will be built alongside the metro rail network. According to the minister, this will make travel easier for people living in districts surrounding the capital. Responding to a question, he said that the soil beneath the Podda rail bridge had not been sold. Although excess soil was supposed to be removed during the bridge's construction, that was not done at the time. The soil has now been removed and he assured that it would not cause any damage to the bridge. From now on, SSC and HSC exams will be held with the same question paper across the education boards. Education and Primary and Mass Education Minister Dr. A.N.M. Ihsanul Haq Milan said these at a press conference held at Education Ministry at the Secretariat today. State Minister for Education and Primary and Mass Education Bobby Hajjaj and Prime Minister's Education Advisor Dr. Mahdi Amin were present at the press conference. Prime Minister's Education Advisor said nationwide government primary school Gold Cup football competition for primary school students has been organized since April 4th. He said the competition, featuring participation from both boys and girls categories, will conclude with the final round at the National Stadium on June 20th. Primary and Mass Education State Minister Bobby Hajjaj stated that Prime Minister Tariq Rahman will be present as the chief guest at the final round of the Government Primary School Gold Cup football tournament, which will be held on June 20th at the National Stadium. Information and Broadcasting Minister Zohiruddin Shopon today reiterated the government's unwavering commitment to ensure press freedom. The minister was addressing a workshop organized by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting in Dhaka today to formulate a National Media Commission outline marking what he called a unique milestone. For the first time in the country's history, the government has brought together all stakeholders of the media on a single platform, Zohiruddin Shopon said. Through this, immense opportunity has been created to ensure press freedom and form an independent National Media Commission. The minister emphasized that in this reform process, the government would act only as a supporting and cooperative partner on behalf of the state. Reiterating the administration's firm commitment to building a democratic and welfare-oriented state, the information minister said the government led by Prime Minister Tariq Rahman had promised the people before elections to transform the country into a truly democratic and welfare state. One of the most important sectors listed for these reforms is the media. The government is committed to ensuring media freedom, he said. In his welcome speech, State Minister Yasir Khan Chaudhary lauded the establishment of a democratic government following a bloody revolution and struggle. He emphasized that the nation now requires specific, actionable suggestions on how to uphold this democracy and how the media can serve as a companion to the government's development journey. Calling for a unified effort, he urged both the government and the press to work hand in hand for the advancement of the media sector. We want to form a media commission that will be very strong and where there will be accountability, Yasir Khan stated, directly appealing to attendees for their valuable opinions and suggestions on how to make the commission more effective and transparent. Prime Minister's Information Advisor Dr. Zahidur Rahman delivered the keynote speech while Information Secretary Mahbuba Farzaner moderated the workshop. The event saw broad participation from key media bodies including representatives from the National Editors Council, Newspaper Owners Association of Bangladesh, NOAB, Television Editors Council, Association of Television Channel Owners, ATCO, National Media Watch Council, Bangladesh Federal Union of Journalists, BFUJ, Dhaka Union of Journalists, DUJ, Dhaka Reporters Unity, DRU, Broadcast Journalists Center, BJC, Photo Journalists Association, Bangladesh Sangbad Sangstha, and Bangladesh Journalists Welfare Trust. International demand for Bangladeshi fruits has increased. To sustain this trend, Agriculture Minister Mohammad Aminur Rashid emphasized the importance of producing safe and high-quality fruits as well as developing modern storage facilities. He made the remarks today while speaking at a seminar at the Agricultural Research Institute in the capital marking the National Fruit Fair 2026. Agriculture Secretary Dr. Rafiqul Mohammed chaired the seminar. Bangladesh Agricultural Research Council Executive Chairman Dr. Muhammad Abdus Salam and representatives from various government and private organizations also spoke at the function. Speakers at the seminars discussed increasing local food production, diversified use of fruits, modern preservation methods, development of the processing industry, nutrition security, and the potential for fruits exports. Earlier, the Agriculture Minister inaugurated the 3-day fruit fair and visited the stalls. A delegation led by Rod Smith, Managing Director of International Education at Cambridge University Press and Assessment, met with Dr. Mahdi Amin, advisor to the Prime Minister and spokesperson for the Prime Minister's office. The meeting was held today at the Prime Minister's office. During the meeting, the two sides held detailed discussions on the development of Bangladesh's education sector, curriculum reform, modernization of assessment systems, teacher training and skills development. The delegation expressed interest in building a long-term partnership with Bangladesh. They also expressed their willingness to share global knowledge, international standards and experiences in education reform with Bangladesh. The delegation praised various reform initiatives undertaken in the education sector, including the government's Learning with Happiness program. They highly appreciated the potential of Bangladeshi students and expressed interest in working together at the primary, secondary and higher education levels. Dr. Mahdi Amin outlined the government's education development plans under the leadership of Prime Minister Tariq Rahman and said that the government is working to make education more practical, employment-oriented and aligned with the industry needs. Both sides expressed interest in working together on the basis of mutual cooperation and partnership for the advancement of education. Other members of the delegation included Arun Rajamani, Vinay Sharma and Sarwat Masuda Reza. Spanish Ambassador to Bangladesh, Gabriel Maria Sistiaga Ochoa de Chinchetru, today paid a courtesy call on Prime Minister's Foreign Affairs Advisor, Humayun Kabir, at the Prime Minister's Tejgaon office. Both sides discussed ways to further strengthen and expand the friendly bilateral relations between Bangladesh and Spain. They place special emphasis on increasing cooperation in trade, investment, renewable energy, infrastructure, development, tourism, agriculture, education, technology, and skilled manpower development. The Spanish ambassador praised Bangladesh's ongoing economic progress, investment-friendly environment, and strategic location. He also expressed Spain's interest in increasing investment and business engagement in promising sectors such as manufacturing, renewable energy, infrastructure, and technology. The Foreign Affairs Advisor highlighted the growing economic and development cooperation between the two countries and welcomed Spanish investors to invest in Bangladesh. Chief of Army Staff General Waqaruzzaman has urged newly commissioned officers to carry out their duties of safeguarding the nation's independence and sovereignty with unwavering dedication, integrity and professionalism. He made the call today while addressing the President's parade as the chief guest at the Bangladesh Military Academy in Bhattiari, Chattogram, on the occasion of the commissioning of officer cadets from the 90th BMA Long Course, according to an ISPR release. Following 3 years of rigorous training, 184 officer cadets from the 90th BMA Long Course were commissioned into the Bangladesh Army. Additionally, 7 international cadets, 4 from Palestine and 1 each from Tanzania, Zambia and the Maldives successfully completed the training, the release added. Battalion Senior Under Officer Khairul Islam of the Corps was awarded both the Sword of Honor and the Army Chief Gold Medal. For being the best all-round cadet, Sergeant Abu Bakr of Tanzania received the BMA Trophy of Excellence. The second day of testimony is underway in a case filed over the killing of 2 people, including a Jatiyotawadi Chhatrodol leader, in a crossfire incident in Borishal. Former lawmaker and former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's cousin Abul Hasnat Abdullah is among the 4 accused. Former Sub-Inspector Nazrul Islam is giving his statement today at the International Crimes Tribunal 2. Meanwhile, at International Crimes Tribunal 1, testimony is also being heard in a separate case over alleged enforced disappearances and torture at the Joint Interrogation Cell during the Awami League government. Sheikh Hasina and 12 others, including military officials, are accused in this case. Victim Shumon of alleged disappearance and torture is giving testimony in this case today. The Office of the Attorney General is currently reviewing the draft charge sheet submitted by the Criminal Investigation Department (CID) of the police in the widely discussed Bangladesh Bank Reserve theft case. After nearly a decade of investigation, the case involving one of the largest financial scandals in the country's history is finally gaining momentum. Earlier on March 1st, the CID submitted the draft charge sheet to the Attorney General's office for final legal review, accusing a total of 64 individuals and entities, both domestic and foreign, in connection with the financial crime. According to the draft, the accused include 10 prominent individuals from Bangladesh, among them former Bangladesh Bank Governor Dr. Atiur Rahman. The list of the accused also includes 36 foreign nationals and 18 foreign organizations. The CID had previously stated that extensive forensic evidence against the accused had been uncovered in the 10,000-page case docket and draft charge sheet. Now, international